Did you know that after the age of 60, the risk of losing your vision from macular degeneration, suffering a stroke from high blood pressure, or even developing silent, progressing cancers rises dramatically and often begins with small, hidden signs of aging that we barely notice? The frightening truth is that these diseases can grow quietly for years, and by the time the symptoms finally appear, it is often too late to reverse the damage. This is the daily fear many seniors carry, slowly losing their independence as their health declines. But here's the surprising part. One very familiar vegetable, the humble carrot, contains powerful natural compounds that can significantly lower these risks. From protecting your eyesight and keeping your blood vessels strong to reducing chronic inflammation and even lowering cancer risk, all of these benefits have been proven by solid science. In today's video, your daily health doc will walk you through trusted medical evidence showing why carrots are considered a kind of natural vaccine for older adults and how you can use them daily to protect your eyes, your heart, your brain, and your immune system before it's too late. And before we dive in, remember to hit like if you find this topic helpful. Share this video with loved ones so they can protect their health too, and don't forget to subscribe to your daily health doc so you never miss another powerful nutrition tip. Carrots are not just colorful vegetables that brighten up a plate, they are actually packed with essential nutrients that become especially important as we age, and among them, beta-carotene stands out as the most powerful. Once inside the body, beta-carotene is converted into vitamin A, which directly supports the retina and the lining of the respiratory tract, helping older adults lower their risk of dry eyes, frequent infections, and a weakened immune response. Alongside beta-carotene, carrots also provide lutein and zeaxanthin to carotenoids that concentrate in the macula of the eye, the exact spot that allows you to see fine details clearly. These compounds have been widely studied by leading ophthalmology institutes, and the ARID study from the U.S. National Eye Institute showed that lutein and zeaxanthin can significantly reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, which is the leading cause of blindness in seniors. Carrots also bring a generous amount of dietary fiber, including both soluble and insoluble types. Soluble fibers such as pectin binds cholesterol in the gut, helping regulate blood lipids, while insoluble fiber adds bulk to the stool, preventing constipation, a problem that many older adults struggle with on a daily basis. In addition, carrots contain vitamin C, vitamin K, potassium, polyphenols, and a special group of compounds called polyacetylenes such as fulcarenol, which have been shown in studies to have anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer effects. The synergy of all these nutrients makes carrots a natural shield against free radical damage, slowing down aging processes and lowering the risk of several chronic diseases. One interesting point to note is that carotenoids in carrots are fat-soluble, meaning your body absorbs them far better when carrots are prepared with a bit of healthy fat, such as olive oil, fish oil, or even a few slices of avocado. This is why a bowl of carrot soup or lightly sautéed carrots actually delivers much more nutrition compared to eating raw carrot sticks alone. As we grow older, our eyes are often among the first organs to decline, with common problems like macular degeneration, cataracts, and chronic dry eyes becoming major reasons why many seniors slowly lose the ability to read, drive, or even take care of themselves. Carrots have long been famous for their richness in beta-carotene, the precursor to vitamin A nutrient that plays a critical role in forming the retinal pigment rhodopsin, which allows the eyes to see clearly in low light conditions and helps prevent night blindness. For older adults, maintaining adequate vitamin A intake also lowers the risk of dry eyes and corneal damage, which are more common when the body is under nutritional stress. Beyond beta-carotene, carrots also provide lutein and zeaxanthin to carotenoids that concentrate in the macula of the retina, the central region responsible for sharp, detailed vision. These are the exact compounds highlighted by the National Institute in the ARID study, which showed that supplementation with lutein and zeaxanthin could reduce the risk of advanced macular degeneration by up to 25%. A study published in JAMA Ophthalmology went even further, showing that people with the highest dietary intake of lutein and zeaxanthin had a 40% lower risk of developing macular degeneration compared to those with the lowest intake, and when these nutrients were combined with other carotenoids such as alpha-carotene and beta-carotene, both abundant in carrots, the overall reduction in risk ranged from 25 to 35%. This means that eating carrots regularly won't magically sharpen failing eyesight overnight, but over time it works like a natural biological shield that helps slow the progression of age-related vision loss. For older adults, something as simple as adding a few slices of carrot to daily meals may reduce the long-term risk of blindness and help preserve independence in everyday life. One of the most important reasons carrots are considered a superfood for older adults is their powerful antioxidant capacity, because over time our bodies constantly produce free radicals through metabolism and exposure to the environment. And when these free radicals build up beyond control, they damage cells, accelerate aging, and pave the way for serious chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and cancer. In carrots, carotenoids such as beta-carotene, alpha-carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthin act like bodyguards that neutralize free radicals, reducing oxidative stress and protecting DNA, proteins, and cell membranes from harm. Many population studies have shown that people with higher blood levels of carotenoids tend to have lower risks of chronic illnesses, which helps explain why diets rich in fruits and vegetables, especially colorful ones like carrots, are consistently recommended in nutrition guidelines for older adults. Beyond carotenoids, carrots also contain polyphenols and unique polyacetylenes such as fulcarenol, compounds that are less well known but have been proven to offer anti-inflammatory and anti-tumor effects in multiple experimental studies. The synergy between these antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds helps counteract the low-grade chronic inflammation that is extremely common in older adults and is now recognized as an underlying factor behind many age-related diseases. A scientific review published in the Journal of Food Science and Nutrition confirmed that the combined effects of carotenoids, vitamin C, polyphenols, and fulcarenol in carrots provide broad health protection, not only lowering cardiovascular risk but also helping to inhibit the growth of early cancer cells. This is clear evidence that carrots are far more than just an everyday vegetable. They are, in many ways, a form of natural medicine that shields the body against the silent damage of aging. As we age, the cardiovascular system becomes one of the most vulnerable parts of the body, with blood vessels losing elasticity, blood pressure creeping higher, and cholesterol gradually building up inside the arteries, leading to atherosclerosis, the underlying cause of heart attacks and strokes. That's why choosing foods that support heart health is critically important for older adults, and carrots stand out as one of those protective foods. First, carrots are rich in soluble fiber, particularly pectin, which binds to bile acids and cholesterol in the digestive tract, reducing how much cholesterol is absorbed into the bloodstream. By working this way, eating carrots regularly can help control overall cholesterol levels, especially lowering LDL cholesterol, the so-called bad cholesterol that sticks to artery walls and contributes to plaque buildup. Several studies have linked higher intake of fiber-rich vegetables, like carrots, to lower cholesterol readings, which in turn translates into a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Carrots are also a notable source of potassium, a mineral that plays a direct role in balancing blood pressure. Potassium helps the kidneys flush out excess sodium and also relaxes the blood vessel walls, both of which naturally bring blood pressure down. According to Harvard Health, potassium from vegetables like carrots is a core part of dietary strategies for preventing hypertension. The InterMap study further supported this by showing that among raw vegetables studied, carrots were significantly associated with lower blood pressure levels, meaning people who consumed more raw carrots tended to have lower blood pressure overall. In addition, the antioxidants in carrots provide cardiovascular protection by preventing lipid oxidation and reducing inflammation within the arterial walls, two of the main drivers of atherosclerosis. A pilot study from Texas A&M University found that middle-aged adults who drank about 480 milliliters of fresh carrot juice daily for 3 months experienced a notable increase in the antioxidant capacity of their blood and a reduction in malondialdehyde, a marker of oxidative lipid damage, along with a downward trend in systolic blood pressure of around 5% compared to baseline. All of this demonstrates that while carrots are not a medicine for heart disease, they can serve as an important dietary ally, helping to regulate blood pressure, improve cholesterol profiles, and shield blood vessels from age-related damage. For older adults, maintaining the simple habit of eating carrots a few times each week, combined with a balanced diet low in saturated fat, is a straightforward yet powerful way to lower the risk of heart attack and stroke in later life. One of the biggest challenges older adults face is that the immune system naturally weakens over time, leaving the body more vulnerable to infections, slower recovery after illness, and often prone to low-grade chronic inflammation, the so-called silent fuse that fuels many age-related conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and neurodegeneration. This is why choosing foods that both strengthen immunity and provide natural anti-inflammatory benefits is so important, and carrots are a prime example. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A, a nutrient essential for maintaining the integrity of protective barriers like the lining of the respiratory tract, the gut, and the skin. These barriers serve as the body's first line of defense against bacteria and viruses, while vitamin A also directly supports the growth and activity of white blood cells, allowing the immune system to respond more effectively to pathogens. As a result, older adults who eat carrots regularly may experience fewer issues like dry eyes, respiratory infections, or lingering illnesses. Beyond that, carrots also contain unique compounds known as polyacetylenes, particularly falcarinol and falcarindiol. These have been shown to suppress inflammatory cytokines, thereby reducing the kind of silent inflammation that damages tissues over time. A study published in Nutrients in 2023 found that drinking carrot juice positively altered the levels of certain cytokines in the blood, for example, increasing interferon gamma, IFN gamma, and interleukin-22, while helping regulate immune responses in a protective way, making the body better at fighting infections while keeping inflammation under control. By combining vitamin A, vitamin C, carotenoids, and polyacetylenes, carrots provide a double benefit. They strengthen the immune defense system against bacteria and viruses, and at the same time, they dampen chronic inflammation that makes so many age-related diseases worse. For older adults, keeping a simple habit of eating carrots, whether cooked in soups or as fresh juice, can be seen as an easy but highly effective way to keep the immune system stronger and reduce the risks linked to persistent inflammation. One of the most common problems older adults face is chronic constipation, which can result from several factors such as slower intestinal movement with age, diets low in vegetables, inadequate fluid intake, or even side effects from medications prescribed for chronic conditions. Constipation doesn't just cause discomfort, it can also lower quality of life, leaving seniors with poor appetite, restless sleep, and ongoing fatigue. Carrots, thanks to their richness in both soluble and insoluble fiber, are a friendly ally for digestive health. The insoluble fiber in carrots, such as cellulose and hemicellulose, works by drawing water into the stool, increasing its bulk, and stimulating bowel movements, which makes passing stool easier and more regular. This natural process offers a safe and effective way to prevent constipation in older adults without relying heavily on laxatives. Beyond that, carrots also contain pectin, a type of soluble fiber that functions as a prebiotic, meaning it serves as food for beneficial gut bacteria. When the gut microbiome is well nourished, beneficial bacteria flourish, crowding out harmful bacteria and producing short-chain fatty acids that support colon health. Several nutrition studies have shown that soluble fiber from vegetables not only improves digestion but also strengthens the immune system through the gut-brain immune connection. It is also worth noting that carrots, when cooked until soft, are much easier to digest than raw carrots, making them particularly suitable for older adults with dental issues or weakened enamel. By adding carrots to soups, stews, or broths, seniors can enjoy their natural sweetness while also receiving the essential fiber needed to keep their digestive system running smoothly. In short, carrots are far more than just a colorful vegetable on the plate. They are a reliable ally that helps older adults improve bowel regularity, maintain a balanced gut microbiome, and ultimately enhance overall quality of life. Cancer is one of the greatest health fears for older adults as the risk rises significantly with age, and most cancers develop silently for many years before they are detected. This is why adding foods with natural cancer preventive properties is strongly encouraged by researchers, and carrots stand out as one of the vegetables with the clearest scientific evidence. A large meta-analysis published in 2025, which combined data from 50 cohort studies involving more than 52,000 cancer cases, found that people who ate the most carrots had about a 10% lower overall risk of cancer compared to those who ate the least. Beyond that, specific studies have highlighted even stronger protective effects for certain cancers. For example, regular carrot consumption has been associated with a 26% lower risk of stomach cancer and, among women, about a 21% lower risk of breast cancer compared to those who rarely ate carrots. This protection comes from the synergy of several compounds within carrots. Beta-carotene and alpha-carotene are powerful antioxidants that help protect DNA from free radical damage, preventing the genetic mutations that are the first step in cancer development. They also encourage abnormal cells to self-destruct rather than multiply uncontrollably. Even more notable is fulcarenol, a polyacetylene compound shown in animal studies to slow the growth of colon tumors and reduce the number of precancerous polyps. In fact, test tube studies have demonstrated that carrot extracts rich in beta-carotene, lutein, and fulcarenol can trigger cancer cell death and block the cell cycle in colon cancer cells. This doesn't mean carrots are a cure for cancer, but it does show that they act as a nutritional shield that can lower cancer risk when consumed consistently as part of the diet. For older adults whose bodies accumulate cellular damage over decades, eating carrots regularly can be considered a simple, safe, and natural strategy for prevention. And when combined with a varied diet rich in vegetables, regular physical activity, and avoiding tobacco and alcohol, carrots become a meaningful part of reducing the long-term risk of dangerous cancers. While carrots are highly nutritious, seniors should still use them wisely. Eating too many can cause carotenemia, a harmless yellowing of the skin that may be mistaken for jaundice. High-dose beta-carotene supplements are not recommended as studies show they may increase lung cancer risk in smokers. The safest source is natural foods like carrots and other vegetables. Some people with pollen allergies may react to raw carrots, but cooked ones are usually safe. For best absorption, carrots should be eaten with a little healthy fat and lightly cooked. In short, older adults can safely enjoy carrots in moderation, about 50 to 100 grams a day or a few times a week, to get their full benefits without side effects. So, as you can see, with something as simple as a carrot, older adults can enjoy a wide range of powerful benefits, from protecting vision, supporting heart health, boosting immunity, and improving digestion, to even lowering the long-term risk of cancer when carrots are eaten regularly. This is a clear reminder that sometimes the most effective health solutions come from the simplest foods, as long as we know how to use them properly and make them part of a balanced daily diet. If you found this information helpful, make sure to hit like to support the channel, share this video with your loved ones so they can also protect their health, and don't forget to subscribe to your daily health doc so you never miss the next science-based nutrition and lifestyle tip. Remember, your health is your most valuable asset, and you can start protecting it today with the simplest choices at the dinner table.